Hey guys, welcome. Today we're looking at the Gigabyte R9 390X Windforce edition, and I put this into my computer and I was, let's say, not utterly satisfied with the cooler. As you know, the R9 290, 290X, 390 and 390X got the same chip, which is probably the hottest GPU chip on planet Earth, and you need a really beefy cooler. But what we've got here on the Windforce is, firstly, we do have copper heat pipes, but we've got on a aluminium heat cooler shroud there, as you can see. So that's the first minus point. The second is there's no third fan like on the Sapphire cards, so we lose a lot of surface and cooling area. And the third thing that I don't like is it's not a 2.5 PCI slot cooler like MSI does. I mean, MSI also got only two fans on the 390s and 290s, etc. But on the 390s they went bigger at least, so we gained some cooling area because the heat sink was bigger. But on this one we're still only on a 2-slot design. And yeah, the fourth point is that's the biggest point, I must admit, is as the Asus card that I once had here on the channel, the 290 Direct CO2, this thing also has the heat pipes touching the GPU directly without any copper base plate. So what that means and what happened here is that the outer heat pipes, so namely this one and this one, didn't really touch the GPU die all that well, because as you can see, the heat pipes go vertically over the GPU, and the GPU die itself is also vertically. And what happened there was the heat transformation towards the copper heat pipes was bad, and the heat dissipation from the heatsink was bad because of the aluminium, which led to about 90 degrees in my open air test case with the fan spinning at 90%, which equals around 3,600 RPM. So this was a freaking hurricane in my living room. So what I did, I used some Arctic MX2. Let me get that real quick. So this is my thermal paste to go. This is the Arctic MX2 thermal compound, approved by Hardware Conducts. And I've got this big thing, like 30 grams. This was pretty expensive, but I mean, I used it for like 20 graphics cards by now, and it's still like half full because you get this massive thing here, and as you can see, it's still more than half full, and I use it like on 20 CPUs and GPUs combined. It's still like so much left of that, so it's pretty worth it, and it's also the best thermal compound that I ever had. Of course, there are some better ones. This is not the best in the world, but it's not conductive, and I use it here because now I've just covered everything of those heat pipes, so they may touch the metallic frame of the GPU, which then really boosts the heat dissipation. I did that on the Asus Direct CO2, which was the hottest GPU that I had before, and now it's actually the coolest. When mining 24/7, it's even cooler than the Sapphire Trix editions. So I hope that I'll see that effect here as well.